Well, hello, fam. What is up with you? Tis I, love, and I know I've been gone for a while because, girl, you know what? The sister been putting in so much work. Yes, I know. But I wanted to talk to my black women today because I'm usually talking to you about how wonderful you are, and I need for you to get that, all of those great things, because it's true. It's true. And sometimes I know I'm kicking history, so sometimes you got to just kind of put up with that part of me. All right. So today I wanted to discuss something I've been getting as a question, and that is what is my take on how black women need to deal with um, white supremacy, white privilege, bullshit ass white fragility, or whatever they want to call it, or basically I'm gonna bring this just to white women because I got particular issues with white women. Most of them, like I've told you guys before, I only know about maybe 7 to 10 out of the thousands of white women I know. I'm gonna say 7 to 10 of them are some of the most decent people I've ever met. Those 7 to 10 white women out of thousands that I know and have worked with over the last 30 something years. So, I'm about telling what's real. And what may be real to somebody else, I guess that's your business. But I'm honest. I pretty much always have been. And I'm honest with you all. So when I'm being asked how you should deal with being overlooked for promotions, having your money fucked with, especially when it comes to, let's say, annual performances, that white women especially will pick the fly shit out the pepper. Generally, you're far more educated and experienced than they are in a workplace. You're getting paid anywhere from 45% to 30% less than a white woman who is in authority. In other words, has been placed as your supervisor when they are not qualified to even be in that position, much less supervise your position. Because generally, you have to, quote unquote, train them. And I'm coming to believe after, you guys know I read all the time. So I'm coming to believe that actually what it is in general, white people are not educated. What they are is trained. Black women are educated. And that's why that's one of many reasons why you have so many black women who are actually, by white people's own little numbers they keep, statistics, black women are the most highly educated and experienced women in America. So not only can we run a household, we work. 70% of our homes, for diverse reasons, are single parent homes, and we raise excellent children, and we try to prepare them. We not only train them, but we educate them. The difference is that when someone is trained, that means they can mimic a thing. But when someone is educated, that means that they not only come to evolve because of the education, but ignorance starts to float away, because that's the only way you can get rid of ignorance, is to be educated in a thing. Okay? It can't be trained away. So most black women are being educated. That's how it is. And we're constantly pushing each other to become more and more educated. So what should you do? Well, I'm going to give you an example of Nikole Hanna-Jones. For those of you who don't know, you've heard me talk about her before. She is a badass, one of my favorite people, and a hero. She is actually been a segregation race journalist about school systems for years. And I'm in North Carolina. One of her alma maters was UNC, which is Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And I don't know if you guys saw this big thing on television, but they denied her tenure. Okay. Now, this woman has more awards. Generally, when you have a college system, if you're in a journalist department or you're in a medical department or whatever, you will have different people in that department, like the chair and the professors and the associate professors. They might have awards and different things, but altogether, Nikole Hanna-Jones has more awards than most whole departments. Okay. And so what University of North Carolina's Chapel Hill did was they said, well, we didn't like that you headed writing the 1619, which was actually an anthology. She's not the only one that wrote in there, but she put it all together. So for the New York Times. And she's getting ready to come out with a book of the same title, 1619, because that's when the first recorded African American people were brought here from Africa and enslaved in chains in Virginia. So I really encourage all of you to read 1619. It is a godsend. It is an incredible read. I know a lot about our history here, our history in Africa, and European history and white people's history here. But shit, all of those writers put some incredible shit together, and she headed it. What's up, hubby? Love you. So, they told her, you're not going to be getting a tenure. And she did all the work to get a tenure. So what they did say was, well, because we don't like that, whatever, we're not even going to tell you what, but we just don't like it. What we're going to do is we're going to give you a 5-year contract, but you won't have the backup of a tenure. Okay. Now, everybody who's gone for that position, who has had less credentials, less anything, education, experience than this woman, okay? All kinds of prizes and awards. Wait, I'm going to tell you what they are. Has gotten tenure, but all of them have been white, okay? And journalists write all types of things. So they're trying to say that, it's political or not political or whatever. But I'm going to tell you something. Racism is both political and non-political. It is every day in our lives as Black people, and it is systemic. Okay? And I am over the bullshit. So what Nikole did was, and a lot of Black people and some white people got together and they protested. And I'm going to tell you, they gave some of these Black women hell, some of the students hell for protesting. I'm not fucking with you. Like the cops came and all this stuff, simply protesting. So this has been going on for a couple of months, and it forced the issue. And all these people started saying, okay, so you have to at least vote. Because really, she had everything she needed and 10 times that to just have her tenure accepted, right? But the board got involved, and that's a bunch of white racist bullshit artists, okay? Even though they're a board over top of a university, they are not educated. They are trained, okay, in racism and segregation and white supremacist bullshit, on and on. Okay. So because of public opinion, because that's one thing that white people are that's Alexa talking to me. What that white people are really afraid of is to feel uncomfortable at all, you know? So they got pushed. They came back just recently and said, okay, fine, we'll give you tenure. It was a 9-4 vote. All right. And what Miss Hanna-Jones did was say, no, thank you. I'm going to Howard University. And guess what? I got some donors, and they have put up almost 20 million and counting. And I'm taking that shit over to Howard University. I've already accepted their tenure. I will be the night chair. And I will be running this shit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure all that money goes over to Howard to increase their journalism department, to really uphold more of the young people who come so that we can give them the broadest and best education possible. Okay? You know how many people are trying to sign up for Howard? Now, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I have a lot of family. In fact, one of my cousin was the head of the English department for years at Howard. She was chair there. And I have several aunts who graduated from Howard, you know. And my father went too for a time. So I'm just telling y'all, it's all kinds of people signing up for Howard. Listen, what Nikole Hanna-Jones. I always want to say Hannah. I don't know why. I love that girl. What she showed us is that really Raleigh over there at Chapel Hill, they needed her. If they had gotten her, if she had gotten the tenure over there, she would have really increased how many people come, because she is so fabulous and she's so straight up. Like, she is not trying to make white people comfortable. She ain't trying to do any of that shit. She's trying to give it to you just like it is. And this woman has been doing this forever, okay? So now, again, you're going to see the power of black women. And I think what's happening with all of you who ask me these questions is you don't think you're worthy and you don't think you have power, right? And some people will say, well, not all of us can get another job like Nikole Jones. Girl, don't you know how bad you are? You can create your own business instead of over somewhere making millions and being miserable for some other motherfucker. Okay? You can do this because you are a black woman. There's nothing you can't do, girl. There's nothing. You are all powerful. Okay? There is no one who could have survived 402 years of enslavement, Jim Crow, rape, mutilation, murder, and stand in front of black men to keep them safe. Girl, what? What do you think you can't do? So Miss Nikole Hanna-Jones has shown you. And that's what I would recommend, that you take stock in who you are. You don't need them. They have always needed you. Okay? In general, white folks are not a culture. You are a culture, black woman. Okay? They need how you think. They need your creativity. They need what you come up with. They need your culture. They need your sense of style. They need your brilliance. They need your excellence, because they wake up mediocre on their best day while you wake up excellent on your worst day. You have got to understand that you can create your own economy. You are brilliant, black women. Cut that shit out. Whoever's got shit to talk to you, talk about you or talk to you, stop them right there. And here's a little phrase I want you to remember. An elder black woman friend of mine used to say this. It was for a different reason, but I'm going to give it to you. Put the money in the bank. That's my answer. Oh, I like your hair. Good. Put the money in the bank. I don't know what you're talking about my hair. Put the money in the bank. Oh, we really need you to work some extra. Then you're going to have to pay me what you pay the CEO. Because I'm that bad. So I need you to put the money in the bank. Oh, I was out there with a friend and we were talking about, blacks and whites and, how what a mess this has been. And I didn't even know what was going on. So what do you think? I think you need to put the money in the bank. I don't know what all that other shit you just said was, but go Google it, look it up, read up, but put my money in the bank. Because if you ain't talking about putting my money in the bank, I'm not hearing you. Okay? And I don't have to stay here. You need me, bitch. I don't need you. And that's where we have to get to as black women. And we got to get it here. We got to get it here. We got to start to understand that we have power. We're not just strong. We're not just resilient. We're not just people who can put up with a whole bunch of shit every single day for our whole lives, especially our working lives. We're not just people who can do that. We are creators. We made this fucking economy what it is from day one. We did the same kind of work that the men did. We brought the same intellect of how to build a society from Africa that men did. We already had women in power in Africa. Okay? We already had women leading whole civilizations and making sure whole civilizations were fed and whatever, while white people were killing each other and mutilating each other and, let me think, causing famine and spreading diseases. They didn't know how to plant shit. They didn't have shit. They came and kidnapped you, sister, because you already had it. You already knew how to work the land. You already knew how to heal people. You already knew how to create and build a society. So why are you sitting back? That's what I need to know. Please, somebody comment. Why are you sitting back thinking that you got to put up with some bullshit? That you got to listen to anything? That you got to have, and be very quiet and keep your voice low. Don't move your hands too much. You must be smiling at all times because we don't want you to think we're angry. You don't need to do none of that shit. Bitch, I am human. I have a range of emotions, and it is my choice what I do with my feelings and my emotions. And the same is true for you, sisters. So if you needed somebody to give you permission, I don't know why you do. I can't give you permission. You already have it. You already got it. You already got it. Your power, you already have. I cannot empower you. But what I can help you do is remove the pain so that you can pull your power up. And this is a part of that. Please take to heart what I'm saying. All right? If you hear any silliness, your answer should be, did you put the money in the bank? Okay, that's all we need to say. Okay? I go out and I help and I heal babies. You guys know that. And you know what? When they call, I'm not there a lot of times because I'm busy. Okay? And when I get ready to go, I go. But you can't give me no sob story or nothing like that. I ain't trying to hear that shit. If I want to go and heal that baby, I'm going to go do that. But you need to be talking about the money. Don't talk to me about gift certificates and none of that shit. Put the money in the bank. That's all we need to discuss. That's it. Because I'm already excellent. I don't need all that other bullshit. You don't need to talk about my hair. You don't need to compliment me. I don't need none of that shit. Please just sit you down and shut you the hell up. Okay? And put my money in the bank. So, all right, before I go, just one little other thing. Let's talk about Nikole just a little bit more. Ooh, let's talk about some of her awards. Let's see. Society of Professional Journalism. The Gannett Foundation, 2012. Sydney Award, 2013. Columbia University Paul Tobackin Memorial Award. 2015 National Awards for Education Reporting, First Prize Beat Reporting. 2015 National Association of Black. 2015 Educators Writers Association Grand Prize for Distinguished Education Reporting. She got a award for The Root, the George Polk Award, the MacArthur Genius Award, National Magazine Award winner. University of North Carolina even gave her an award. She won the Pulitzer Prize for 1619, boo. And she has a number of other awards. So I'm going to tell you, sisters, like Nikole Hanna-Jones, you are the baddest thing walking, and other people would be lucky and blessed to be in your presence and to have your intellect, education, and experience. Act like you know, girl. Love you guys.